Hello everyone, welcome back to Doorways, an indie horror game, and we're continuing where we left off. If you watched the first part, which I hope so, if not, find it, watch it, then watch this one. We're continuing where we left off of being chased by a relentless goldfish guy from Amnesia mixed with not the Punisher, the Suffering. Anyways, let's run, because he's right behind us now. Do not stop. Well, I don't want to stop, but, you know, never turn back. I don't want to. Oh, God. Did you say jump? Did I die? It said jump, but I don't think I'd be able to jump, honestly.
Wheeler, that was the last thing that hunk of flesh and blood said before crawling into my consciousness and appearing inside my mind over and over again, trying to tear me up. That was, after all, his only way of dealing with the tortures he had undergone.
You don't say. Before I die, tell my wife, Wheeler. Good last words. Unless it's supposed to be for guilty conscience. The person who tortured him was named Wheeler, or I am Wheeler. That Wheeler will be their undoing.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! A scary, spooky skeleton.
What is this place?
A dumping ground. What do you think? Then you stare into the darkness. For spooks? No, no spooks. Just transition into gameplay. Okie dokie. So, everything is hunky-dory. And I'm just going to travel in this dumping ground. Hoping not to be scared, or jump scared, or attacked by a spooky, scary skeleton. I don't think there'd be a skeleton here, just... Ugh. Well, ain't this a good sight? Yeah. I won't disturb you guys from hanging around. I'll just don't grab me. Oh, hey, thank you. Well, this guy isn't spooky skeleton. This guy's all right. He's providing me a flashlight. Thank you. He even lent it to me. Wait, what is that for? My head? Thank you. I will call you Georgie. You're my friend now. These other guys, they're not like you. Not at all like you. They are posers to your magnificence. So, and all these other ones on the ground are just sort of like, these aren't just mounds of dirt and skeletons. This is dragon poop after a dragon's eaten a good meal of a lot of humans. And they poop skeletal bones, you know? Makes sense, no? Dragon poop. It's brown and it's full of bones. Must hurt coming out. Beyond all that, we're going this way, since we probably couldn't before because I didn't think this path existed. I really don't like this because I think it's going to be like one of those Indiana Jones moments where a boulder's just going to drop out of nowhere and crush me. And if I don't run for my life again, I will be crushed alive. God, I'm getting a lot of emails. It's kind of distracting. This toxic waste barrels. In order to get our skeletons super shiny, we are using chemicals to bleach their bones. Melt the flesh off their skin and tissue and all that shit.
I reached a room without any exits. I started spinning around in a frenzy, scanning my surroundings, searching for the source of that sound that only existed in my head. This melody was like an illness that slowly started to consume me.
Whoops. I accidentally stopped. Damn it. I'm like, that's annoying. My fingers on my mouse are just like my feet whenever I had driven. They're heavy. I just like press the mouse button randomly. No points. It's just the insanity that came from the depths. Relying entirely on my instincts, I started hammering my fists desperately against the concrete floor. Little by little, bits started to come off, revealing a tunnel. Oh, not your flesh. Only a madman would dare going into an area the doctor herself had abandoned for some reason, but I had no choice. Ah, so the doctor is a female. If not, being her. I assume he's maybe meaning her, or just someone else completely. Okay, drop it. There we go. Okay, so, can I turn this? No, I cannot. Moving on. My voice doesn't sound as deep as it usually is. It's more in a jester or comical tone today, apparently. Like, sometimes my voice is like this, like a radio voice, or I don't know. Maybe not a radio voice. It's not that good. But, you know, it's either Batman voice or deep voice or this voice. I don't really... Rocks. Or minerals. I don't really... My voice just changes... Not changes, but my tone of voice changes every day. I can't really... It's pretty inconsistent in my mind. To drop down or not to drop down? Methinks this needs to be filled with a fluid that is not acid for me to cross over. So, not yet. Wait, did I come from here? Oh, yeah, okay. So, I'm assuming it's going to be like right leads to filling it up halfway and left leads it to filling up the other half. So, let's just go this way. No monsters? No more skeletons, at least. Button! Button? I'm missing something. I thought it was a button. It's apparently a valve. Alright, so we need to find a valve. Possibly was the direction I was going was the right direction then. And I was maybe just off the mark just a tiny bit. Which is left side of fuel it, or not fuel, but fill it up the pool just a little bit, and then the other side for the other. When it is this way, leads to a dead end, and the valve is in here. Alrighty then. And as soon as I grab this, a monster right behind me. Dun dun dun. No, amazing. Amazing. Oh well. But a monster still could pop out of somewhere for me then to run like a coward into that pipe with hopes that monsters don't know how to crawl like they usually do. Most times when you're playing a game and you crawl in a vent or you crawl in something else, it's just the vents or places you crawl are instantly safe zones. Very, very rarely do people program an AI to be so persistent that they chase you in a ventilation or in a crawl space, which they should. They should. Most cases, they just script it to grab you if you get too close to the exit of the vent or whatever. Yeah, looks scummy. Oh, no. It looks like I was walking across it like Jesus at first. The hell am I? Up. There we go. That was weird. It's just holding W to move forward, and it was like lifting me up slowly when I was hitting spacebar, and that was incorrect. What's this way? So far, it's not death, at least. There's multiple paths, and as everyone should know, I hate multiple paths. I might have to swim in this area. I'm going to check backwards. Actually, fuck it. I'm so used to playing games in my older days where it's like typical, say, Resident... Well, maybe I shouldn't have come down here. My flashlight's sort of acting up. So much more dragon poop and barrels and barrels and barrels and barrels. Alright.
Away from the other tunnels, I came across a strange room. It was a banquet hall, preceding a cell which had a door at the back. It was odd. Even though my stomach still turns whenever I recall the image I'll describe, I have to say, I had a feeling of relief at the time. How long had it been since I had come across something non-painful? Right in front of my eyes, displayed on a rustic wooden table, there was an abandoned feast. Loads and loads of leftovers from an absurd amount of now rotten food. All that waste was covered in a thick fluid, much like animal saliva, which emanated an unspeakable stench. It was intolerable. There was no mistake. That meal had been laid out for someone or something voracious and non-human.
Alright, so the dragon that leaves all these dragon poops is very voracious. I'm going to call it a dragon until I see it, which is probably going to just be like some gigantic human centipede or something similar. But so far, I'm going to call it a hungry dragon that poops out human bones, and its saliva is apparently very stinky. Dragons are very stinky, remember. If you ever meet a dragon, he's probably stinky. Give him deodorant. But again, I don't know. You never, probably people that own lizards and snakes probably don't complain about the smelliness. Except for a few. And also, there's also the saying, fish don't stink under the sea. Same could be probably applied to lizards, but I've only had turtles owned in this family. Oh. And turtles really have stinky tanks if you don't clean it out often. I'm getting a feeling that I'm trapped with something. There's a hidey hole in the middle, and steering wheels on the bottom right, and a tunnel to there. Something blue over here. I'm gonna check out what the fuck the blue thing is for. A blue wall? I'm guessing this is maybe its dungeon. If I go the wrong path, I'll be chased. Come on, just a little more. Come on. Okay, I'm going to be believing it is locked. And while I'm being chased, I might have to open that fucking door and burst in, which... Actually, no, probably not. Because the inventory mechanic is really slow. They wouldn't do that to me. Well, I mean, unless I prepared it preemptively. I'm trying to think, like, if I had a key in hand, I had to run to the door, click it in, unlock it, open, bust in, close the door, sort of shit. But, yeah. Number 1 and number 2. I don't know what is it. I don't know what this is for. But apparently, what I'm looking for is maybe up there. Or maybe that's actually where the steering wheels are placed at, and not hidey holes. We shall find out on this episode as we patrol down this hallway that likely has a monster in it. What is down here? And hopefully not death. Hopefully not death. Really hoping it's not death. And there's no steering wheel in here. It does look like a hidey hole. So I was right. There's 2 hidey holes. Oh god, I don't like this. More dragon poop. I'm guessing I'm going to be running into the whatever it is that I'm calling a dragon sometime soon. Ah, here we go. And a note too. An experimental note. The 3rd iteration of the solution is ready. Unlike the previous ones, the power and lapse of the appetite increase were tripled. I will initiate the dosing on patient 1201 tonight. This time I must concentrate on... God damn it, I hit the fucking mouse button again. Oh my god, I am goddamn horrible with this. This time I must concentrate on the stretch marks resulting from the rapid fat buildup the patient is subjected to. Well, maybe if you stop fucking feeding it so much. There have already been 2 cases of stomach ripping on the last experiments. It is possible that 1201 will suffer massive injuries because of how strong this solution is. This is fascinating. Repeated doses of the solution have generated an extreme appetite in the subject, which is affecting his higher brain functions, such as his speech and his reasoning. It's as if his basic instincts were taking control of him, thus breaking his will. Alright, well, I'm easily, of course, assuming that what this patient that they're talking about is who I'm calling a dragon. So it's just some really big, fat, like, huge, I'm presuming huge, I don't know why. I just get the feeling that it is a giant specimen. Like multiple fat bodies of crap and shit sewn together. But I don't know. It's all up to your imagination, you could say. Well, and I have one valve at least. I was hoping for a second one, but I guess not. I'm just waiting for the moment when it pops out of nowhere and is like, I'm going to eat you. Oh, hey, here it is, and it is freaking huge. Okay, let's go this way. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake by going this way. Well then. It was definitely huge. That creature reminded me... goddamn, hold on one second. I am back. I was about to say, that creature reminds me of a creature, though I didn't see it fully, but it reminded me of Parasite Eve 2 now. Just getting a bunch of things that remind me of one and not the other. I'm thinking I'm going to be needing both valves to proceed. I couldn't get through that door, so I need to go this way. Items. Let's put it in... Oh, okay, this is designed for number 1. Boop. Now, did that open a door? Well, let's just hope I don't run into him, because then I'm running. Because he technically is down this fucking hallway. Well, shit. Well, if I ran this way and he was chasing me, I'd be fucked, but... I'm presuming it opened the door at the far end, then. Let's go down this way, then. Why, you might ask, is... Because I think the game would... I'm assuming those fucking things are really places Yeah, I think I need to hide in here. And hopefully he just doesn't grab me out of it. And he has to walk by. Then I go straight, then I go right, then right again. And hopefully the door will be open. But there'll probably be a chase sequence. And a robotic leg. Almost looked like a Shrek with a fucking robotic leg. Anyways. Bye. You don't hear my splish splashy feet. Not at all. Not at fucking all. Splashy 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 splash splash splash. Well, no chase sequence at the very least. The door's open, right? No! Oh, this isn't good. What the fuck did it open? Shit. Alright, well, I don't know what it opened. I'm guessing it opened that door on the bottom left instead. That or I'm just missing a valve and I'm an idiot. I swear I heard him. Oh shit, he's this way? Yep, he's this way. I'm presuming he didn't see me. Presuming, at least. Because I'm really gonna have to end this episode really freaking soon. But I'm at least wanting to get the last freaking valve before I do that. Because the last time I had to restart the game, or when I started up part 2, is I had to redo the chase sequence of the monster for the first time. Alright, assuming this is open now. No! Oh, fuck me. Then I must be missing a valve. Because I don't have the second valve. Alright, I'm guessing I got to leave it here and just find it in the next episode or something. Unless I'm just missing it somewhere. Oh god. Well, yeah, I don't know where the fucking other valve is, so I'm gonna have to definitely look for it. And not waste everyone's time. So, beyond me running for my, well, not running, but jogging for my life, I'm gonna have to call this an end of the episode. Because this fucking door won't fucking open! So, I hope you've enjoyed this episode so far. So far, pretty good. Good variation, not just the same monster, and for it to be... I don't even really think if it's... I don't know if it's actually an indie horror or not. It's not a triple A horror. It's just, you know, it's a semi-professional indie horror game. So, hopefully you've been enjoying it so far. I've been enjoying it pretty well. And until the next time, of course. This is a big fucking room. I don't like it. I don't like big, dark rooms. I don't like big, dark hallways, long hallways, multiple paths. I don't like a lot of things. I don't like olives. I mentioned I don't like olives. Alrighty then.